Yeah, good afternoon, dear friends. I hope I'm audible. You can put some comments on the chat. Right. So welcome you all to the third day. I'm here to share my experience of working on Moodle, which is by no means a perfect kind of an experience, or I would not call myself as you can say it's quite learned on the Moodle kind of thing, but I have something to share with you, which you can take with your own understanding. And there are ample pointers, ample links on the Moodle using videos and Moodle Academy and many other things, which you can use it, right? So let us start. How do you get small video in sharing? Right. So we are here. If you have any questions or anything to add, please feel free and we'll unmute you and we can give you that access to interact that way. Right. So today the small target is to get exposed to what features this Moodle platform has. Moodle can be installed on your own servers at your own institutes. So it's a local installation. But the Moodle is, it's an open source, but it is kind of adopted by many companies around the world. And they offer you the commercial version of that cloud-based hosting, right? So you can look for them. And I think I'll have ample pointers to those links where you can actually open your account for cloud and sometimes payable basis or sometimes free. We can do that. So basically, we should be actually be ready by the end of this interaction with our own, with an intention to float our own course, a very small course, online on the Moodle platform, right? Okay. Yeah. So let us start with that part. The objective is Moodle is a platform which supports kind of an open course, openware course, right? Openware course. First, MO depends on the massive open, massively open. And this is online course or something, online course. So instead of massively open, it could be single purpose also. Then we call it SPOC, which could be just you want to have some kind of learning material hosted for your own students and the campus and not open to outside people also. That's feasible. So they're basically the same, the facet of the same coin. So I'm thankful to many resources. I'm just copying blatantly from them. There are various universities around the world who have adopted Moodle for their faculty and students. We have Niti Aayog giving us guidelines on pedagogy and moreover, you can say Government of India has come out with NEP 2020, which actually proposes to spread the skilling among the mass basis. And then this MOOC kind of a thing is already there with support of many platforms. SWAYAM is such a platform. It's a government platform. And this is a kind of a MOOC, which is online, massively open online course platform there. So these are all platforms. Piaget is quite old and open source. Canvas is now open source. You can go for that, open your accounts. But then we'll be looking for the basic structure which underlies all those platforms, most of them, not all of them, and is a basic kind of, you can say, a development tool, that way, Moodle. Creative Commons, I am stating here because we might use or reuse the learning contents from other authors or teachers or other. UNESCO is there to actually regulate the regulations on use of AI. So we have ethical use of AI. The document that has come out from UNESCO and so on forth that way. Okay, I'm just a faculty here in electronics and communication engineering. I did my PhD and MTech from Delhi way back. Currently, I have responsibility as a chief investigator of Academy and dean of digital infrastructure. I have published and tried to publish few good papers in IEEE, ACM, and reputed kind of thing. I work in basically resilience, integrity, and trust for hardware ICs, VLSI design, and system level basically, and recently shifted to the application of AI as a cognition model, and we applied that to language translation successfully. Two PhDs have done that. So this is the outline for discussion today, and we will limit ourselves to possibly uh, uh, the kind of introduction to Moodle or just exploiting its basic features and create a course today. Create a course today, right? We'll do that. And next time when we meet, we'll take the best feature of a Moodle is the assessment design, the basically quizzes, and a lot of different kind of questions you can make. So this is more important. So in today's interaction, we take this up. Second time, we'll take this up. And there is a provision for proctored quizzes also, but indirectly. So we'll discuss that also. Sorry. We'll discuss that with quiz design. How can we make it a little bit stringent for the students not to look after here and there, right? So we start the journey. We'll first see how is the Government of India funding us to float a MOOC, maybe on SWAYAM or some other platform. NPTEL is from IITs. We look for what are the basic segments of a MOOC where we have to populate those contents. So there are 4 quadrants, Q1 to Q4. And then we'll go for some discussion on features and then take the hands-on. We'll all together make a course of our own choice. I will give you a link to a demo site of Moodle where you can freely actually play with whatever you want to do. Only thing is this demo site gets reset in 1 hour. So whatever you make there will go away in 1 hour. But 1 hour is sufficient to learn and replicate what we actually have done earlier and do some more explorations. Let us look for today's second part into demo kind of part. And before that, we'll go to the features of Moodle, what all thing Moodle offers, and how can we make use of them to populate contents relative to my own course, single course, multiple course, or whatever. At least one course will do. Few terms. Digital citizenship is it's a participation in technology enabled, you can say online uh, applications or whatever. Right? Data literacy is the data which is available is usable in many ways, how to manipulate the data and the features of the data. E-learning is something of a kind of a learning which is enabled by the technological advancements. And of course, it is fully online. That's the meaning. So when you say e-learning, this is basically online learning. And of course, as the technology uh, proceeds, grows, all those features we will try to use for our own pedagogy, teaching, learning that way. So it will be helpful for content generation for teachers. It will also be helpful for dovetailing the learning curve of individual learners that way. Both ways it is helpful that way. A hybrid course is, which is actually, as the name implies, it is both online and offline or classroom kind of setting. So you can have both of them combined in a course. So if you have a long course, you can say major part of it will be floated online, but because some of the things require hands-on and lab, so people can come close to you and classroom and labs, and they can get exposed to the physical exercises and examinations and so on and so forth, right? So blended learning is something of a kind like you have a face-to-face learning, or you have something of a kind where learner comes prepared already through online environments available, maybe from the teacher, maybe from the other teachers, all over the kind of thing. And we just blend the kind of, you can say, the paradigm for gaining the knowledge that way. So if required, it's face-to-face is some kind of group activity. A teacher may take up a few of the demonstrations which are not very effective online, but mostly the other contents are floated online. So they did not come to the classroom and go that way. Fine. Fine. So because it is online, students have enough control over his own learning or her learning. So they have a control over time, a place and path where they will learn. So it is called anywhere, anytime learning kind of a thing. Anywhere, anytime kind of a path there, which actually motivates them. And they are willing to devote their extra time for additional learning than their regular courses or some other kind of part. LMS is a learning management system. Platform is a kind of group of software or the hardware, cloud, or some apps which support the features of or which actually emulate and let the management system be floated that way. So you have a hardware, cloud, you have various applications and group of softwares which can actually affect the LMS, learning management system. And some of them are, we have discussed earlier also, Piaget, Moodle, Canvas, even Blackboard, and many things, many. Technology usually enables our daily life also. And the teaching learning is not uh, uh, away from that part also, right? So we say TEL is a abbreviation for technology enabled learning. And this is what we look for today. How can we apply the AI for, say, teaching learning in that sense that way. Okay. So Indian government has been promoting this even before the COVID also. With the onset of COVID, we have understood the importance of being connected, even if we are not face to face. So that has actually fueled the kind of generation of LMS and online learning. And during the COVID period of 2.5 years, right? the schools and all institutions were actually working, but they were all imparting the contents online. And during that period, those video conferencing tools, the kind of LMS, the collaborative tools, online collaborative tools, they all prospered and they all developed. And now we have all of them not running on the high-end server. They all can run on your own desktop machine. That's the gain actually, which has come after the COVID, actually, right? So previous version of LMS and the kind of video conferencing tools, they were actually the competition heavy. So they would run only on the workshops or workstations, servers. But after the COVID, people have improved their versions which can run on the smaller systems. And now your desktop and tabs can run the way you are receiving this talk itself on the video conferencing is a kind of a story for WebEx and other people coming up with their desktop version or video conferencing, right? So they define it as a kind of formal, non-formal, informal. Formals are all formal degrees given by the universities, and non-formal is vocational education, which is helpful for your jobs and employments, which could be there. These are all continuing education part. And informal is lifelong and adult learning. Adult learning or lifelong learning means anybody at any stage of his life, he is willing to devote his time to learn something more. The kind of materials are available. Government of India has actually started that effort much before, not online, but through distance education mode. And that was the material was printed, was given to the learners, and usually it was supplemented by uh, one-way lectures on TVs, right? Doordarshan. Now it has evolved, and the kind of learning is still in the same mode, but it is now online delivery and more interactive. It is much more interactive, right? So it's effective some way with its own drawbacks, fine, that way. So a MOOC is made up of 4 quadrants, right? If I'm designing my course to be floated online, and I will put it online on a platform that way. So I need to have these many contents which are minimal. So quadrant 1 is e-tutorial, which is nothing but like you can host your learning material here, the slides, your videos, and so on and so forth, right? With your own delivery kind of thing. The e-contents refer to the contents from other authors, or other speakers, or other sites. So if you have alternate sites, the other learning material on the online, we put the links there where our students can go, and they are complementing to what we are delivering that way. Then for interaction is the forum is most important, because if a learner is there, he has some queries and discussions pending, he must have a way out, because they are not in a class that way. So they must be able to raise their query, they must be able to interact with their peer, right? Peer interaction, the query, and interaction with the uh, instructor, they all are required that way. So this is fulfilled by a online discussion forum where instructor actually is active, if not 24 hours, but most of the time, so that he doesn't miss anybody's immediate query and that way. So this is integral part of any MOOC that way. Integral part of any MOOC that way. And of course, when learner has gone through many things, he needs some validation of his learning, you can say learning capacity, or the learned contents, he needs some validation. So that validation comes only when we have online assessment design. And then after the performance, we can grade them. Right? So these are all four kind of, you can say, segments of features a generic MOOC must have, and we must support that. So as a teacher, what is important for me is I must be able to gather all four quadrant material for my course, right? So I must prepare my slides and possibly videos, recorded videos, and some PDFs to read by them, notes that way. So I must supply that. I must also know where are the alternate contents all over the world. I should put links here to those material here. And I must be active on a discussion forum. Then my major task is to grade them. I must design good assessment which can actually assess their learning ability, the capacity, and their actual performance with because they're online. It should somehow be proctored so that all of them are in a same platform, right? So we'll just look today for, as a teacher, how can I actually populate my one course on that platform? This assessment will take later, right? If it is in forum, I am not sure. But these two, I will try to just indicate to you how I could do for my course that way. The hosting of the contents, the adding of users. So if I am going for hosting contents, I must actually add the users also. No, I must have contents. I must add users, right? Then I must populate the assessment. And I must be active on forum, right? So these two parts will take it just now, and maybe look for other things from other speakers, or maybe next time for assessment design. So this is what we discussed just before. You can read that later on your part. So Moodle is an open source platform, right? That's what we look up for it. This says that it is massively open online course. The acronym says that part. Usually a platform which is a cloud-based or the hardware server-based kind of platform with a software, it should be highly customizable. So everybody should be able to use the settings of that and generate different kinds of different looking the courses, and you should be able to customize it to the learners capacity, their numbers, and the bandwidth, and so on and so forth, right? So it's highly customizable, and Moodle actually is, right? So Moodle, if you use Moodle, will give you a kind of setting tab for every activity it can have. So there will be settings for every activity, every task. So you can customize everything there, including hosting the content, putting some links, adding the users, assessment, many things, all of that. So if you really want to go to the Moodle learning, today's interaction will just be an initiation that way, right? Yeah, I'm looking for some comments. I accept that. Yeah. So Swam and other people have redefined those way. Correct. So MOOC quadrants are redefined for putting that way. And this is actually specific to SWAM, what they are saying. And it could apply to other platforms when they are doing. So you have Coursera, EDX, and Udemy from industry, and so on and so forth, many of them. So if you want to go to Moodle documentation, you can actually go to this link I will share with you these all slides. It is already there. If you want to go to it, I can just give you a glimpse what is the site actually. So I would say we are looking for getting started. So teachers quick guide is one thing. You should be able to do that. And let me see if I have marker here. Yes, fortunately it is here. So you should go through this teacher's quick guide definitely. And then you should look for this manage your courses uh, that way, right? So teachers quick guide. And then you have to look for some pointers here, which you will read in detail later. We'll have some initiation in those kind of things. And then use assignments for part there, how to activate the discussions, and how to design a quiz. We'll take that in second interaction tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow. This you should go through. So these are all documents where you can actually follow, and later on, after getting initiated, right? So this link is given there, moodle.org, documentation, right? So if I go back, we were here. And then you have a kind of free trial site which gives you 28 days full access to Moodle. Later on, you have to purchase it. But we do have the free sites also. I will just give you a glimpse to that. We'll work on those sites actually, but just a glimpse. Then we'll come back to our own uh, presentations here, right? Those sites are here. This is one site. I have a link on the slides, don't bother. So this is a site where you can actually play around, and this is active for 1 hour. So this is site of Moodle, which does not store what you do here, but it allows you to do everything which you can do on Moodle. Only thing is it will reset in 1 hour. That's all. But you have full freedom to design your course and host it and test it and do all the things. So this is just for learning. Once you have your own data, you should shift to some, you can say, some platform which is either your institute hosted, which is free, or maybe just cloud version, which is sufficient for us to learn. I'm paying about 700 rupees per year, 700 rupees per year with one platform which I am using for my own, you can say, uh, this is called, I think, moodlehub.com. Moodlehub.com. It's here, moodlehub.com. You can go to that site, moodlehub.com, and find out what the pricing. I'm having a page here for last 5 to 10 years, and it has allowed me to stay here with a minimal cost is about 700 or 1000 rupees per year. It's a meager cost. But what I'm able to do is I'm able to have a prototype here. The data remains there, right, for all the time to come till I'm subscribed. And I can host my course as a prototype. I can design my quizzes. I can do everything. But when I add the users, they will start charging. So I don't add users here. Instead, we have got Moodle installed in our own institute on our own cloud, right? So you can look for that. And or if you have users, you can also purchase some the cloud version, which charges for users, 50 users, 100 users, and the charges might go up to 10,000 rupees or something. But this is good. I'm using it for less than 1,000 rupees per year. My whole data remains here, but I'm not using any, I'm not adding any users because they will start charging for that. But this gives me a good platform to learn, and my data remains there. Till then, let us use this, which where data doesn't remain there, but it is kind of good playground. I can use it, right? Okay, so we'll come to this how to use it. I'm just letting you know before we go ahead. That's it. So these all links are there. You can play around with that. I recommend that you read this first. Moodle own documentation. Moodle is an open source. It doesn't charge you. What charges I was talking about earlier was adaptation of that Moodle platform by different vendors, and they start charging you minimally for whatever they offer you, right? Fine. Let's go ahead. There is AI also included in Moodle. You can use AI tools for content generation, for assessment design, and even designing your own course that way. We'll look at that. We'll look at that. You can look for self-learning videos, right? Self-learning videos on two sites. It's a Moodle site. It's a Moodle site, right? And another one is the vendor site, some third partner. So both of them are good sites. Just to give you a kind of feel, I would take you to those sites. Moodle site, all videos are there. It's a YouTube playlist. So this is Moodle's own learning videos here. This is youtube.com/Moodle. Link is there. I will share with you that part. Don't worry. So there are many kind of things they are hosting. We should look for Moodle LMS, and there are many videos to learn from. Or you can go to the playlist and see what different titles they have given to them. So I prefer Moodle Teaching Basics, the Moodle version 5.1. Currently, we are running for Moodle, I think, version 5.2 or 5.3. So for me, it is okay. So Moodle Learning Basics 5.1, right? That will give you how you can start, what is the course in a Moodle, what is the course layout, all basics, It's not very basic, no? And they're all 2 to 3 minutes videos, very, very fast learning. So you can open your free site, open this video and start working and start hosting your own course. Whatever you're teaching, you convert that into online course. That should be the now target for you, as I'm also doing that. How you add and edit text, right? How you add the course, various courses, blogs, we'll discuss blogs, and then how you give the access to learners, how you invite them or how you activate them, add the users, some drag drop files, how do you add images, right? And other things are like assessment design and something else, but they might come quiz design in Moodle. Big blue button is video conferencing tool, which is integrated in Moodle. That's very nice. So the way we are interacting currently is on WebEx, right? So Big blue button is the name of that video conferencing tool, which we can use instead of WebEx, which is integrated already in the Moodle. So you can actually host your classes right from the Moodle course, and your link will be generated. People can join and go ahead with their kind of thing. Assignments, quizzes. H5P is to design the interactive videos. You can have the video-based quizzes, question answering, prompting them. So it's a gamification kind of a thing for learning. So H5P, you can go to h5p.org, open your free account, and start using templates there for your own course. So these contents are the dynamic content that way, right? And you can start using them little later, but you can. So there is a grade book. You can look for grade book how to generate that, and so on and so forth. Right? It is about the very preliminary kind of thing. 32 videos. Each video averaging is 3 minutes. So 1.5 hours you have gone through. You are again back to the same part. Other site is from third party, but it's almost same. It's almost same, and you can look for what they offer. So it is a Moodle Byte for teachers, right? And they have the list of all those what they want to tell us about editor, right? Database, how to generate the key wiki page on the course, the grade book, quiz, almost same, all that kind of course administration, right? They're all there. You can always, at your spare time and later, it's a self-learning to host a course in Moodle. I think it's a good one. Now, if you are through those two sites for elementary learning, Moodle Academy is there, right? Moodle Academy is there. Moodle Academy is by Moodle. It gives you a formal MOOC itself for learning. I hope you understand what I mean, right? So Moodle Academy, if you go, you will find the customized courses for teachers who can learn how to host a Moodle course by going through those online courses. So they're free online courses with certificates, with certificates. So I'm going there. I'm taking you there. So this is Moodle Academy, and I'm not sure how am I stuck up here. This black patch is stuck up here. Anyway, I hope it is not obstructing seeing you. What I'm saying here is you log into this, you create a login to this. It's a free login. The courses are free. Once you log in, you will get your many courses, right? So I'm doing it for you. I'm logging to Moodle Academy. The site name is itself Moodle.academy, right? So I'm logging in here. Once I log in, I go to dashboard. This is dashboard, and I go to my courses, which I would have chosen. So I've chosen so many courses to go through, and they require about 3 to 4 hours sometimes, or maybe just 2 hours, and sometimes weeks also. So I've chosen so many courses to go through. So some of them I have started, some of them I have completed, creating the quality quiz, right? Some of them I'm just going through, and Moodle teaching with AI, and on many kind of start teaching with Moodle, right? So all these are selection which I have done. You can actually look for all the courses which are available, right? All the courses which are available, and pick and choose out of those, many of those available courses. They'll give you certificates if you complete them by some good margin of 70% or 80% or so on and so forth, right? So this is a good place where you have bundled and formal courses to learn how to design a course on Moodle, right? So we come back to our presentation. So all links are there, you can go through. Now we start with our own kind of course design if you want to do that. This is all screenshots. So what I'm doing is I'm just going through screenshots, some 10, 12 of them, so that you get some feeler what a course would be looking like. Then we'll go to the website actually and create a course from scratch, right? So this is the way a course may look like, course page may look like in a Moodle. So these are all pre-decided: course, setting, participant, grade, reports. They're all given by Moodle platform, right? The only thing is you can actually customize or create on your own. This is a section, right? This is an activity. So we can add a section, we can add an activity. So this activity is the announcement. This activity is some book we can access and read, and this is some kind of a interactive forum or some other kind of thing. No? Okay. So what are the features, right? So what should we look for when we start designing a course? So suppose I'm now starting a course, online course. I'm trying to populate all the contents which I have onto the Moodle site, right? So very first thing I should do is open an account and fulfill my profile. That's a teacher. So I'm designing a course as a teacher, right? So I should have a profile. I should input that. Then I should go for course setup. I should write the course name, how much module it could have, what is the schedule, and then many other things. Then I should look for what resources from Q1, Q2 I want to float, and how to populate that on the course web page, and what activities I desire from learners to perform: assessment, quizzes, project, and maybe group project, or peer interaction, or group activity discussions, and so on and so forth. Okay. And then we have to manage learners themselves, the users. So we have to actually give them the logins. That's called enrollment. When they appear for assessment, we can grade them. When we are through the course in between, we can track how they are progressing, because they are not face to face. We just have to look at their progress, each of them, how they are doing, they are really reading, performing or not, so on and so forth. So best design is, if I have a module 1 to be read by them, I will have the quiz 1 after the module 1. Then I will have module 2. So a person cannot go to module 2 till he clears the quiz 1. So it's a prerequisite. I can chain them actually, right? I can put those prerequisites and bind them. So without having gone through module 1, which he should read, and without performing quiz 1, which he should pass, when both of these things happens, then only he can access the module 2. That provision is there in Moodle. You can actually have a restriction that way, right? So the restriction we can put, those provisions are already there in the Moodle. We exploit them in a fruitful way, right? So this is the site which we will be now accessing after 2-3 slides, which gives you 1 hour access, free access, and then your contents are gone. But it is always available as a teacher, as a learner also, as a student also. You can log in different way, and if you are planning to install Moodle at your own place, you could be administrator also for Moodle. All that you can practice on this site, right? Moodledemo.net. So, how to set up your courses? That's the first question. Then, if I am going to have few things, how can I type my text? So, text editor is there, and fortunately, it also supports LaTeX. So, typing my equations and hypertext is very easy for me. So, you can use LaTeX and XML and those kind of markup languages for those are supported actually by that. It's a normal editor. It's a normal editor with support to LaTeX and other markup languages. We could also describe what activities, resources, enrollment we have to do, and we can group users. So these are 3, 4, 5 activities which we now today will do hands-on. I would request all of you, I'm going back. I would request all of you to note it down. Maybe I can share it in your chat. So I have given you the site in the chat. You can go to that site, and when we are doing this, you can open 2 windows on your own system, or maybe you have 2 devices. You can do that, and we'll see. So this is the task for us today, and maybe next time we'll see how to add the blocks, how to design the quizzes, questions, how to look at the grades, how to download the grades, or modify that, tracking the progress, and how can we copy the course activities to the different courses or reuse the contents for that part. No, I mean, this will do tomorrow possibly. So usually when I'm teacher, now start that way, course setup. As a teacher, usually only administrator can add users. Usually, by default, a teacher cannot add a course or the user. But if you have individual login to cloud access, you are allowed to create a course and you're allowed to add the users as a teacher. But in your normal setup at your institute, where server client based machine is there, usually the right for course creation and user creation will go to administrator. He will take your different semester people and populate them on the site. So it is easy for you. You don't have to add. Your admin does it. He will look at the course scheme, the course of study, document from your scheme of your institute. He will populate all the courses pre-handedly on the Moodle. So we are not required to look at any new course or the new users that way. So in a way, as a teacher, our job is a little light now, if admin does it. If not, as a teacher, I would like to add a course. I would like to add user, and that facility will be there if admin is not doing it. That's what I mean to say, right? Okay, so we start with populating the section. If you have a course page, we'll first create sections on that page. And each of the section will try to create at least one activity or at least one resource or multiple of them. So there is a section, right? In a course page, there is a section. There are subsections. Here's section 2. In each subsection, I could say it's a link to some activity, or it's a PDF to read, or it's a video to watch, so on and so forth. And maybe section 3 may have a quiz 1. I can do that. So all these links, PDF file, videos, quizzes, they are called activity for learning or a resource. How can we add that we should look for? That's the first activity for any course. So course name, course objectives, all that coming from the Bloom taxonomy or outcome-based learning, you can design or the skeleton of that schedule, then come down and start building your web page, which is not programming, it is just pick and choose. So this is a development tool kind of a thing, and you can start uh, dividing your course into various subsections, and add activities. There are at least 25 to 40 activities you can choose from, many of them, right? So we'll look at it. This is the first point we have to look at. Fine. So can we go there? If you want to go there, fine. Or if you want to look at those screenshots and then go there, both are okay. I'll quickly go through screenshots so you know that what lies ahead, and we'll do that. So this is a slide where we'll click and go to the link which I already given to you. The very first thing as a teacher, I should update my profile, right? So I'll update my profile by clicking this, my name and other things. And this is all a template. There is a template. I don't have to create anything. I just have to fill the information. The templates are there. I have to keep filling templates. That's all. Right? Then this is the profile which I can edit. So this is second link. If I click the profile, I arrive at this page where I should say, I am trying to edit my profile. I am trying to edit my profile. Click this. Then I will go to a kind of another page where I can fill my name, email, mobile, meeting point, my address, and so on and so forth. Much information. We'll do it. We'll do it by hands on. Right? And you can add the learners. But before you add your learners, you actually have to find out what resources they can access. So learners will be done at the third stage, right? So we'll populate the, I should write this way. And third I will add the learners. I will add activities and resources and then add the learners, right? I need some kind of liaison with site administrator for giving me rights for many things, but normally they are available. Normally they are available. So if you are looking at this, I hope it's visible to you. If not, please prompt in the chat. Fine. So unit 1, pyramid structure, unit 2, and so on and so forth, they are sections. They are sections. So one teacher has created those sections, 5 sections, unit 1 to unit 4, and then last section is how to highlight the structure, whatever. It just actually, the terminology is just, you can say, specific to his course. So we are not bothered about the logic of the course. We are bothered about the content of the course, how to host them, right? In the left side, the same thing is actually compiled in a table of content form kind of a thing. It's a kind of TOC, right? So unit 1 is reflected here, which are sections. And if you add any activity here, it will add up here and will be displayed here. So we are still Moodle. I am not sure where it is built in, but because it has a database and the front end, it should have some kind of a SQL at the database, and some front end could be some PHP or some active language. I'm not very sure. Maybe Java or maybe PHP. The question was in what language Moodle is designed. So it's a backend front end. So I think SQL is used for database, and for front end, I think people might use some dynamic programming language, JavaScript or PHP or something like that. So we come back, right, to what to do now. So once I have updated my profile, I'm trying to Okay. Satish is asking whether as a business entity can be modified. Of course, why not? Moodle is open source, and you can of course have that freedom to modify. Even there are various APIs available and many plugins available where only admin and those capable of programming can add them to their structure. This is ample. There's ample resources at the background by which we can enrich our own platform. I'm talking about the platform, not course, about the platform. So somebody asked whether you can customize platform. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Because Moodle is all open source. So we go ahead and we'll take a break of how much? 5 minutes. So let us take a break here. But let me go through 3 or 4 slides more, and then we'll go to demo only after we meet otherwise. No? So I can add activities here, which are activities and resources. I told you about 50 of kind are available. You can host a video, PDF, file, link, H5P activity, any active content, and so on and so forth. Many things, many things. Even you can give the AI link. I will tell you that. AI related link to some Gemini or some ChatGPT in your course itself, where if I am displaying a PDF file, the learner can say, summarize this PDF file. We can use AI directly on my page, saying whatever contents are displayed, summarize, or give me some one-line summary or something like that. So AI can be used by learners also. I have APIs for AI. As a teacher, I can deploy them and use in my modules, right? Fine. Let me go through very quickly these slides that way. So now I'm using and adding an activity, an assignment. Assignment is an activity. I'm adding an activity. It asks me, what is the assignment name? How you describe it, right? And then what you expect people to do. So I will say they can upload a Word file for solution, right? So assignment will be submitted. So what kind of assignment I'm asking is, it's a file submission or an online text typing. So one of them I have ticked file submission. I could have ticked online text or whatever is available there. Maximum number of files allowed are 20 only. And each file size could be 1 MB or total could be there. And separate file types you could actually type. But if I don't type, other files are allowed, whether it's a PDF, Word, or images, or zip, or whatever. Zip is the problem because online way you cannot evaluate that. No, so avoid zip file submissions by anybody. Even folder submission, Google folder submission is okay because there I can go and watch out online like that. Zip is a problem, right? I need a online tool to open zip online only and then browse everything. This is how a teacher look at the assignment. This is a teacher's view of assignment after submitted. Teacher's view of assignment. It will say these are students, right? This is email addresses which are recorded there. And then I can open their submission and evaluate them. For assignment 1, I evaluate them. Assignment 2, I have given them marks. For assignment 3, I have to give. I have to open them, right? So I can open each assignment from each of them, look at the grades, or look at the content, mark them. Those marks will appear here. I can add a quiz also, right? So we'll take this in the next interaction. There are at least 20 types of the quizzes I can devise. True, false, multiple question answer, multiple fill-ups. And Moodle is very powerful in giving you various kind of quizzes. Nobody else is. Nobody else is. We'll look at that. A separate discussion for 2 hours, not a problem. Which I know. If anybody else know much of the things, please interact, come up and explain what you could deliver to other people and they can learn faster without going through. So my this screenshot is showing about 15 or 10, 12 kind of quizzes only. So it's a calculate. I think others have gone up. So it's a essay type question. It's a matching kind of a question. It's a numerical fill up, multiple choice, or a short answer, true, false, so on and so forth. Any one of them I can choose and go ahead, right? And after this, I should have, once I have populated my course with contents, activities, and resources, now it's a turn to invite my users, the course enrollment. I can bulkly enroll through the Excel file. The format should be downloaded. So from the Moodle, you can go to bulk user upload. He will offer you, you can download the format to fill. You download that Excel format or CSV format, fill that with your user details, every user detail, and then upload it. So it will be one short method to invite multiple users. Or you can manually enroll if they are not large in number. About 10 to 20, you can manually enroll. But you have to fill all the names, email, and other kind of things on that part. Or you can provide without adding a guest access to any user. He can come, work on that, and go ahead without having any identity that way, right? Or you can give a link to self-enroll to a limited group. So through that link, they can fill their login password and then they get the enrollment automatically. I have nothing to do. And the fourth one is the bulk enrollment. Self-enrollment is not encouraged because if your link is leaked out, you may have some undesirable or large number of people joining, and you have no control over who joins and who leaves. So bulk is better. Bulk is better. We'll be using this. I'm sorry. We'll be using this guest access to the demo site, which gives us an access for 1 hour and then reset all the data without asking who am I, right? Okay. So for enrollment, you can actually create groups also, right? You can create groups also. So if you have 100 people, you can make group of 4 group of 25 and call them EC1, EC2, 3, 4 groups are there. You can create groups and enroll people one by one into 2 different multiple groups that way, right? Grading is fine, like you can grade them. Quizzes are automatically evaluated. I have nothing to do, but I can manually also evaluate the quizzes. But usually quizzes are auto-evaluated. Auto-evaluation is there. For assignment, you have to look at the assignments and mark them. Or you can tell everybody else to look at the and mark their own way and take the average or whatever, right? Fine. So there are various LTI and Scrum activities. You just leave that out. It's an advanced feature, not very advanced, but till we actually have the first an experience of 1 or 2 courses, we'll try to have those higher advanced features later. We can do that, right? This is a grade book. It looks like everybody getting some marks, total marks out of how many, and the percentage is there, right? We can also assign the weightage to different assignments. No, 10%, 15%, 50, 40, or so on and so forth. And then it will be a weighted sum for their final marks for that part, right? So you can also track the progress of the students where the reports. In the reports, you have the track report for the student where he can be looking for various activities has he gone through. So there are so many activities I have designed my course web page. Then it will be visible to me whether they have gone through, which person has gone through which of the activities. No, the report is on. You can restrict the access to certain people. EC1 cannot access the content for EC2 and so on and so forth. Right? You can do that. Just 3 slides for AI support. AI is supported in the Moodle. There are AI kind of APIs in the Moodle built in. What basically it can do is AI can summarize your course content for a learner. So for a learner can ask, summarize the course content. That AI access is there built in the module. So your course web page would display some Gemini icon where a learner can click that up Gemini and ask them to uh, summarize the content of this web page, or summarize the content of any section, or summarize the whole course, or he can ask for generative images so that he can visualize what content are there, or he can write various prompts and work on the course content that way. And this is something recursive. I can use AI to design my course. That's excellent. We still haven't gone through it, no? So maybe we'll go through this little later. So we take a break of about 5 minutes. We meet at 3:20. 3:20. We meet at 3:20. Take the complete demo and come back to this. Whatever activity we have done manually, can we do it using the AI? Right? Fine. Thank you. Yeah, good afternoon. Let's come back. So our objective was to host a course, right? Fine. So this is a site which I am showing you. This is a site I am showing you, which gives you uh, a kind of access for maybe sometimes 30 minutes and sometimes 1 hour. I don't know. It depends on time of the day, firstly, right? So let's go through that. I have to actually go and take a login. It says I can log in as, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you that. It says that I can log in as dean, lecturer, student, or administrator or whatever, no? And we must know what is the login for that. So he'll give you. Let us start. So if you can start here and choose a role, whatever role you want to play. So I will say I will jump in, log in as teacher. So for teacher, this is the login word, teacher. The password is Moodle 25. Teacher, the password is Moodle 25. So when I log in, I am now active. Of course, this is already a populated site. I can modify any course here. We are free to do anything that way, right? So this is my dashboard here, which looks like this way. This will be given to every user, every teacher that way, right? Some calendar will come and this will be there. Our what I say is our objective should be we should keep in mind. First thing is I have to make my profile, then create the course title or set up the course, then add some activities or resources, then user enrollment. Four things, right? I'll do four things. Fine. So I have to first enable the edit mode. Now I can do anything here. I can change anything here. And it is saying that, oh, this site will be reset in 2 minutes. Anyway, we'll come back if it is reset. So I have to fill my profile. If I click at this first time, it will ask me my profile, right? In that profile, edit mode has to be made on. Edit mode has to be made on. This is edit mode. This has to be made on, right? This is off. Edit mode is off. No, it is not highlighted. And this is on. Edit mode is on. Once it is on, I can update user detail, edit profile, edit profile. If you want, you can follow me on your own login. I have given you a link to this, moodledemo.net, school.moodledemo.net. So I am not Jeffrey Sand. No, it's my name. So I can keep doing this. I can also set email is visible to whom, hidden, visible to everybody on that site, or visible to only course participants. So course participant is okay. Only my student should be able to view it. I am putting link again in chat box. For a teacher, the login ID is teacher. The password is, I think, Moodle 25 possibly. I forgot that. You want to find out? I'm again doing it. Again login. Yeah, Moodle 25. Login name is teacher. Password is Moodle 25. But go by dashboard. Then say edit mode. Right? Then profile. Then edit profile. Email should be visible to only participants, right? Time zone you should select very carefully because every user will be affected. The quiz timing should be set to that, and everybody else will have different kind of thing. I say current picture, new picture. Then I have few additional names. If are there for me, I can type my interests, right? And few things are optional, my ID, my institution. Whatever. I can say which is my website. Right? So it is there. And it says email. Email they have not taken up. So they want to verify possibly a real email. I have given a very generic email, so they have not accepted that possibly. But everything else is updated here. No? Everything else is updated here. So my web page has come and other things have come. These are all courses which I am floating, so they will automatically be populated. Don't bother. Some blogs and forums will always be there. These all are all automatic, mostly this login activity. This mobile app, I can do that, right? So I can generate my QR code to come to my course and put it here, right? Now, my next thing is courses. Which courses I am going to float. Because this is a hired site, uh, this is a free site. I am selecting only 3 courses to display. I could have an add course here, but because it's a free site and templates are there, I cannot add. So to add that and do it, I think I should go to my correct login page here, right? So this is my actual web page for which I am paying per year. There is a create course here. There is a create course here, right? If I click this, I will go to create a course. These are 3 courses which I have populated. So if you want to look at that, I can give a glimpse for that. Then you come to a create course. So not very many sections. I'm just taking quizzes on this, not disseminating my content here. I'm using Canvas for content dissemination. I should port everything here, basically, but I'm doing quiz only. So there are the left side window, left side window, right? It shows you all summary and table of content kind of a thing for your Moodle page. And you have these sections. These are sections. So I should actually be modifying these, or populating these. So I first should go to the edit mode on. Now everything you can change now here. So if you look at this, it already has course, participant, how to enroll them. The grades will appear here. The grade reports and other thing that activity plan will be here. And there are a few more things here, right? Question bank, badges means certificates. I can have a predefined certificate so that when they complete the course, they get the automatic certificates and so on and so forth. Many things are there. We just focus on 3-4 things today. So you can change this. So I say MODULE module 1, which is about binary decision diagram. Enter. To edit, I'm taking this pencil click, and once I enter, this is populated, right? There's an announcement here. There's an announcement here. I can change that or I can add it also. This is one entity, one section. The title of the section. This is one activity I have added. To add another activity, I should click this one, which I will do later. First, let us go to announcement. What I could have done in announcement, but what's the name of it? So I'll say announcement 1. I could have announced later also, but what to announce? If I click it, it will go there. The web page, what to announce, right? So what do you want to announce? Oh, it's a forum. I'm sorry, it's not an announcement, it's a forum where you can initiate some kind of discussions, right? So you can add a discussion topic, right? How do you build a BDD? Then people will answer how to do it and so on and so forth. Post to follow. So please come up with I'm conveying a message to that forum people. Please come up with an idea to quickly create a BDD, binary decision diagram. Don't go on technical way, but take it. It's okay, right? So there is a discussion point here, and I can go back to my course again. There is announcement already happening. It is not visible to any group. So if I click this, it's not shown here, but let me see it. Yeah, it's here. So this is showing me which group it is open, right? So I say, I don't say, I'm not assigning it to a group, it's open to all. Or you can say those groups are visible. I can open to all of them, right? And you can actually move up and down, copy it for other kind of thing, and so on and so forth. You can do that. If along with this, I want to add a PDF file, I will say add activity. Add activity. We'll see how many things are there, right? Add activity, I'm clicking. So these are all activities which are available to you, right? About 50 of them. Most of them, most of those which are useful to us is assignment here, very quickly used. A book, you can say what content. You're writing a kind of a e-book on the course itself, on the course page itself. No, you're not giving a link to the book. You are creating a book on the based on the lecture contents. So you can have a transcript of your lectures recorded and make that convert into a kind of a readable matter, which you can call a book that way, right? So you may actually you can have a file upload, PDF or whatever, and then you can create a folder inside which you can keep many things. You have many games happening here. Other things which are of quick use is the H5P, which is creating dynamic contents. You can even have a Google Meet link for Moodle. You can have that. It's a good facility given for us. You can even have a web page design on your course. You can have a survey questionnaire here, or you can have a quiz addition here. Scrum, you can look at that, or you can have a direct link going somewhere, right? Or you can have a targeted plagiarism check before submission, and so on and so forth, right? So what I do here is I can add a file, let us say PDF file. So I will choose this. You can star them, they will appear very quickly or somewhere part. So these are all resources are these books, files, whatever that way. Activities are these. I have clicked all of them together. So I'm taking file, activity file, right? So it's a new file. What's the name of the file? Right? It's a manuscript, paper. On BDD, journal paper on BDD by Akers, whatever. Illustrating creation of BD, right? Then I have to upload the file, manuscript. I'm not sure where the file is, but I'll just upload some PDF file somewhere, right? Well, let's just upload the presentation file itself. Oh, it's a very large file, taking a lot of time. I'm sorry. Did I did a mistake? It's huge file. Oh, it has come. Thanks. Right. You can also control many other things. How does it get displayed? No, automatically. All things are default. You can keep them that way. You want to show it to the people or you want to show it. You can restrict the access. Who can access it? Who has completed module one can access this file or something of that kind. No? So you can save it and return to the course. Right. So now it is appearing here. It is appearing here. Second activity. For first section, the second activity, it shows PDF file here. It says journal paper on BD acres. If I click on this, I will get that PDF file definitely. So this presentation file which we are now using, no, it is now linked up that way. Fine. So this is how I could do it. I could add the quiz uh, and many other activities, no, file, H5P and so on and so forth. So if I want to look at that, how it looks like. I'm going to a free demo site, which I had given you link for schoolnet, school.moodledemo.net. I take one of the course here, which is quite filled up. Now look at this. Left side, we have sections. Module 1, Module 2, Module 3. I can collapse them or I can expand them as per will. In Module 1, what activities are there? It will just display everything, right? So this is the first one, welcome. It has two things about the course and glossary. You can add images also about the course. It's a write-up, glossary of terms. It's another activity where the acronyms or some other kind of terminology you can include. Module 1 has a used video. You can look at that. And many activities are included here. You see, module discussion. No, this is a web page. This is a book material, link material. This is external link or somewhere it can go to. This is a task which learner has to complete. It might be some write up or something we can give to them. And this is a quick check giving to him whether he has done it or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all other activities are done or not. So this is module 1. Module 2, we can collapse them also, right? Or open them. So this way we can first page, we can just populate with the contents. And all contents who are there, which are there, can be done by this, add activity sign here. If I go to my own login with subscribed Moodle, it's here. I'm switching to subscribed Moodle page, not free page. So it remains with me. I can keep adding activities other here. No, that way. Other thing is course setting, right? General course setting. So this is dates, course format, and so on and so forth. If I go to the free site, which you can also see, settings. So it's the course full name. You have to fill it up here. When you start your course, the settings page will be first one, where you have to fill the course name, course short name, course category, course ID. All those you can fill it up here. The course start date and end date, between which only this course is accessible, right? So I can say course address is HHS 101, right? And this goes from, let us say, 14th of November coming up to the next May, right? Description you can write, this course is about what? You have some good course image, which is the, which you can include here. So you have about three images here, one by one. What is the course format? It's online or mix or blended. How does it appear? Many settings you can do that. No, if you are not still interested, just take the defaults and do it. What file you want to allow to the users? Maximum limit you have 256 altogether. No, completion tracking you want to track as everybody has completed or not. You say yes or no. You want to say what activity somebody completes. You want an alert for that. You say yes. How many groups are there? You can make them, right? Separate groups and so on and so forth, right? Module credits are 3 credits course for 30 hours, 40 hours, right? Save and display, come back. This will display here, right? Its course code and all that part will be there. For participants tab, it will be here. So these are all enrolled people. We don't have to enroll, but if you want to enroll them, you have three options: manual, self, and guest, right? Users might be there in database. So you can pick and choose from database. In case users are not in database, there is another method to include them in database. It will come from uh, site administration, right? I think it will be somewhere in these. I'll come to that. I'll come to that. Course administration or site administration. There only I can do that. Maybe on the dashboard to be reflected. So if users are already there in the database of your Moodle, you have to include them. They will not come by default. So I will just say which courses or which users I have to include, right? What role I have to assign? Is it a student or it is another teacher or a TA, right? That way. And I can also show the groups, two groups are there, EC1, EC2, whatever. So which people we have to include? Want to search for all the people with email ABC or AB. So you have so many people, you can find out which people to include. So I'll say somebody will vary, I can include them. I can include it. Enroll selected users. Enroll selected users. So I have selected so many. Vary is one. I can do it for others also. Somebody formula, I will put two of them. Then I will say enroll them. So they will be included here. Two users enrolled. Previously, we had already enrolled because this is a already pre-populated course, so we can do that. If users are not in database, there is another method. We have to first bring them to database by bulk upload. Bulk upload. And that should be here somewhere. Let me see. It's not there. I pick from my page. Okay, dashboard maybe. Oh, site admin, it's there only. The tab is there. Site admin tab is there. Right. So site admin tab, I would actually go to users. Right. I will say bulk upload, bulk user upload. So upload users. It's here. Bulk user actions is what action you want to take to the existing users. All of them together. If you want to add a new user, single one, it's okay. But you can upload users. Bulk upload is here. So if you want to upload, you have to download this format here. Download this format, fill it up, and then upload here. Upload here, right? This is a click for uploading. Before that, I should download this example CSV and fill it up. So this has 4 fields: username, first name, last name, and email. Username is a login name. Username is a login name. I can add another one, which is my name, Vineet, login. I'll say login is V Sahula. My name is Vineet Sahula and vsahula.ec at mnit.edu.in. Once I do that, I save it for uploading. Right? And then upload. So I think our time is going up, so I might have to stop here, but we'll do many more things next time. I have uploaded 4 users. It will display here. These users are now in database. They are not enrolled to my courses. Site administration means they are in database. For my course, I have to enroll them. I have to enroll them. This is my course. Participants. No? Then enroll users. Which user? We need. Let me somebody is there. No. V Sahula. Oh, should have come. Anyway, something should have come there. Maybe I don't have any users here, right? So I should actually remove that also because this is my paid site. They will ask me for deleting them. Right. So user is there, right? Once this will be visible if I go back to my. Oh, I'm already there, so he's not taking it. Anyway, we can look at that. This is not required if your admin is very active. You just have to enroll the participant from this tab only, participant enroll. Participant enroll. Right? Participant enroll. Enroll users which are there already. You enroll them group wise and things are done. Then if they have submitted some assignments, their names will be there and their quiz marks and everything will be there. The reports will be visible for many things: activity completion, course participation, or some logs, what are you doing, and so on and so forth. Next time, we'll just go through how to include the questions and design the quizzes, right? So meanwhile, you can actually work out your own hypothetical course and at least use your free site to upload that and do that, right? So this is a demo site. I've already done with my profile. It is still active for 30 minutes more. And that's what, right? This is my dashboard where things are visible, what I'm doing, what my activities are. These are my courses, which I have designed. They will display to every user who I want to look at them. So this is visible only, all three will be visible for me only. And they respectively be visible to learners, those who are participant in these respective courses, right? Okay. So I think the time is over. I should not overstep the other speaker's time. This is just an initiation, and I could just convey to you with my efficiency, maybe slower or faster, whatever. You can raise your queries in your chat box. If time is not there today, I will just reply you on email and by other method, WhatsApp, so that everybody is benefited. And let me know if you have something new done with your part. I will be happy to actually listen to that and uh, apprise to everybody else also through our platform that way, right? So nice being with you, and thank you very much. Any questions I can take up? Or making use of AI is something like whatever we were doing here for population of the course, I will ask AI. I will say, AI, you please give me an outline of my course. Whose title is this? I will borrow that and put on my web page, right? But before putting that on the web page, I must examine what AI is doing. Is he giving good outlines? Was my prompt successful? Is it okay or not? Or I reiterate, right? The second question I will ask him or her, like, for this title, what chapters I should create and what should the sections. It might give me that way. But again, I have to examine whether these are right or not, and then reiterate, right? I may ask, given my section one, given the section one, take the contents and give me 10 quiz questions. AI will give me, might give me, right? I will also ask, take my code or take my content from the course section 2 and give me a glossary in XML, right? Or many such things I can say, just summarize. I have given a task to my students. Can you summarize that in 4 lines instead of a big kind of that part, right? And so on and so forth. I can ask him to generate some image for my content. No, anything I can use, right? So you can go through the UNESCO ethics of AI, how to use that, make your student also aware how to use that properly, and so on and so forth. Thank you very much. So next time we take up the assessment design, basically, right? And creation of videos, if it is possible. How can you create videos for your of your lectures just on your laptops and with a minimal resources? Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, Moodle platform is nothing but you should have your server ready, a good OS, Linux or whatever. And yeah, I'm addressing Mr. Radhakrishnan Meghvanshi. The question he has asked is how to design your own Moodle platform. It's a very good question because we cannot do with large number of users. We cannot afford the cloud ones. They are costly because Moodle is open source. Also, we should actually attempt to install the Moodle on our own servers that way, right? So you can have your server ready, hardware ready, then the software servers ready. And basically, they require some SQL, some of your web servers, port 80, and so on and so forth. And when you install that Moodle platform, you need some kind of an assistance. In that minimum assistance, you have to pay. And you can ask those Moodle vendors to help you out with some support, some queries, or maybe they can install for you, but they will charge something one time, right? And then you can go ahead with it. We have done that way only. We have taken help from a vendor. He charged us some 1 lakh or 1.5, but the whole system is running now, and we are running it on our own servers with that part and with our team which is running there. Actually, that is coordinated by the Dr. Mahipal only. He is coordinator of this program, right?